back to the early days, aren't we, Rob?
You got the same cards that we used, that we originally made up.
So I'm just gonna give them to Claudia,
Okay.
and she can tell me if they're right side up or upside down. They are cards with letters.
I'm scanning. It's a green card with a sparkly J on it.
Wow.
Oh, this is bright yellow with a G, I believe.
Well done.
Blue. M.
And notice Claudia is holding it far away. It's because they're
Yes, it's
seeing
scaling.
windows like that, and if it's too close, you're only seeing part of the letter.
Yellow
So-
with H, with blue H.
Yep.
It's more like a green, right?
It's a green, yeah.
And a blue 5 on it.
Hear it for Claudia here. Well done. Thank you for being such a good sport right out of the blue also.
V, yellow,
Uh-huh, very good.
N,
Mm-hmm.
green,
Mm-hmm.
pink, green, F.
Uh-huh. Maybe grab one, Wendy, randomly and put behind her head again. Annie truly has eyes in the back of her head.
The scariest mother.
Try right here. Let's see, right here, I think.
Behind your ear.
Yeah. Do you see that?
Pink.
Yes.
O.
Yes, well done, Danny.
Well done. This gives you, Claudia, the cups.
Yep.
And I'm gonna give the rings to Danny. They're all different colors. I want Claudia to hold a cup out and want you to match the ring and put it on the cup. I'm holding it now.
Well done. Well done. Nice. Great. And last but not least, fabulous. Well done. Danny, you take the cups and the rings and do the same thing with Claudia. So this is kind of a new thing. Two people blindfolded working together.
It's very encouraging to see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Once again, Claudia, thank you for being a good sport here.
Well, I feel very comfortable with everyone. I feel safe.
Uh-huh. Claudia, take the colored ring that matches the cup.
Yellow.
Okay. Great, well done. And notice Claudia has to look to the side. Now, this defies her normal vision because that's outside her tunnel vision that she has naturally due to her condition.
Green.
Well done. Great.
Orange.
There you go. Okay, a round of applause for these two. Well done, Claudia. Well done, Danny.
Here's a dice. I'm curious if you guys can toss it back and forth.
Oh my goodness.
I think you're curious.
I can see your hands.
Yeah.
There, yes, way
There
good.
you go.
One more time, okay?
Yes, well done. While you guys are there, read the numbers on the dice. Just move it around.
1,
Yeah,
4,
yes,
3,
yes,
2,
yep,
5.
yes. And Danny, same thing.
5,
Yes,
4,
uh-huh,
2, 3,
yep,
1, 6,
okay.
and 3.
Okay. Any ideas? This is where the creativity comes in. Patty cake?
Oh, you can try it.
Okay, do you know that game that children play? Patty cake?
I never heard that, but okay.
Yeah? Okay, then clap.
And then 1,
Ah.
2. Yeah, look at that.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well done.
Anyone
Okay.
else?
Maybe Claudia could hold the cup facing away from Danny, and Danny can like kind of read.
So it's out of view of your visual eyes, but okay. So we should turn the chairs back to back. Danny, Claudia has in her hands one of the plastic beer cups. Maybe you could tap it, Claudia, and just bring it to Danny's attention that she should send her mind sight to that cup. Danny, just be open and pick up the color of that with your mind sight or other abilities that are all connected to and in around your mind sight. This is an experimental thing suggested by one of our participants, Hakeem. And so we're just trying things for fun.
Pink.
Yes, well done. A round of applause. Well done, Danny. and just move it around, even behind your head. And you've seen the color. Have the intention that you're sending that to Claudia. Claudia, I know we've done so many different little experiments. You can go by remote viewing, even local remote viewing.
Red.
Yes, well done, yes, well done, well done. Are there any other ideas that our participants would like to suggest while we have Danny and Claudia here? Robert?
I have the idea, it's kind of like the patty cake thing in a way, is to have them stand up facing each other and to have one either stoop to a certain level, lower level or higher level or in between, hope it's not too personal, and have the other person touch their nose.
Oh, I was gonna say don't poke them in the eye, but they have their mask on. Okay, are you guys up to that? This is all in good fun.
So find Danny's nose.
Yes.
You can stoop a little bit, don't let the other person know, don't make any noise, go a little bit
Okay, I'll have
lower.
Danny find me first.
Okay. Oh, I see. Ah, well done. I see what the game is. Okay. Stoop or move out of the way. And when you're ready, we'll have Claudia find your nose.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay, she's ready, Claudia. Well done. Well done. Wow. Are there any other ideas?
Or a glass of
You
water.
should book them for Las Vegas.
Who would like to pour a glass of water? Just a little
That's
bit.
essential, right?
One person hold the glass, and the other person has to pour it.
Just the electronics right there.
Yeah, let's.
Alright, well.
Wow. Well done, Danny. Wow. Well done. Okay, that's it, you guys. We're all done. Take your masks off. Wow. Fantastic.
Very cool.
Wow, okay.
Tell me how many dots are on the face of that dice.
1.
You're close. You're out by 1. That's very common. So let's try this one here.
Okay.
And if you're out by 1, I'll know what your mind's say doing that little game. Don't concentrate, just notice and allow. If you're out,
5.
you're out by 1 again. So that's your mind side playing a game. It's 4.
Only see like the shadow of the shape.
Ah.
I can't see like.
Okay.
Well, I'm not seeing right this moment
Okay.
the actual number itself. That's what I'm trying to find out. Where's
Ah.
that spot?
Rewind that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
My biggest takeaway was when I was practicing this at home, I'd be in my meditation room and I would see a little pin drop of light, and I convinced myself that it was my window and the light coming through, and I must have had a hole in the mask. And so now this is the first time I've had the coaching where it was you guys were like, no, embrace that.
Yes.
And so when we went outside, I embraced that. And this was the first, I mean, it was like, then they all started showing up. It was like, pa, 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 pa. And then I was like, am I seeing through the side of the mesh? You know, so then I put my hand up and I was seeing it all right here. So I was like, oh, I'm not seeing through the mesh.
Yes.
And then that was, yeah, that was.
Very good, Hakeem. Ring the bell for Hakeem.
Find all
Yeah.
adults have.
Yeah.
And the more you let go of that, the more it'll open.
Yeah. And that's what the key thing in this whole thing is, don't fight it, just accept it.
Yeah, I think it's really important to have opportunities to train with different people who can explain their experiences, because one of the hardest things in the past when I was training with some folks is that, you know, you try to say like, well, what is it for you? And sometimes they can't really articulate. So then now, you know, you get with people like yourself and then you're like, no, that instead of that pinhole, embrace the pinhole. That's how I've experienced it, or I worked with this person, they experienced it with that. So then you can start adding some validity and understanding and embracing of the experience that you might be having, that you might inadvertently be shutting down because you have a preconceived notion of what it's supposed to be, you know?
And that's why I had you lifting the mask,
Yeah.
because you have windows all across here, so you lift the mask, you let the sun in there where your pineal gland is and everything.
Yeah.
You let it into the sun to embrace that, and then you bring it back down, and boom.
Yeah.
That's the experience I've had.
Yeah, that was magic.
Bob, you had some interesting
You were
experiences.
very
Yes, I
cool,
did.
very cool.
Yeah, when Wendy asked me how many fingers do I have, it was really strange. It's like, most of the time with color, I get these impressions of color, flashes of color. But this time I got a flash of a shadow. I could see the shadow of her fingers, but the shadow was white.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, instead of being dark. And then Hakeem was talking about the cheesecloth effect. And I was going like, what is he talking about? And then all of a sudden I started seeing these spots like cheese, like I was looking through cheesecloth.
Yeah, when Claudia describes
I
that.
always talk about that, yeah.
Yes,
It's like,
yes.
that's what, when you want to, it's like you're breaking through that.
And
Yeah.
cheesecloth,
You
yes.
really are breaking through that. And then it becomes crystal clear.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you
That's what's
actually try to open it.
Yeah,
You
you're
talk to
gently.
yourself and you say, put that cheesecloth together so that I can, talk to yourself
Yeah.
and open it
Yeah.
or make it
Or
merge.
gently tear it.
Yes,
Gently tear it
yes.
open with intention
Yes.
and looking towards the light. That's
Yeah.
really,
Oh, wow, that's cool.
yeah.
Yes.
Artie, you had some experiences as well. Describe.
Yeah, I'm feeling so tired right now.
That's normal when you open your advanced level
But
mindset.
it's amazing. Yeah, when I see my watch and Claudia's finger, oh wow, from like cheesecloth,
Yeah.
like really clear. Oh wow, that feels really cool.
Yeah.
And
It's really
describe how that developed. How did that start?
When he say cheesecloth, so I just like, yeah, cheesecloth. I like imagine that thing and then go through.
Well done,
Then I saw my watch and
Realize
my
my
hand and yeah.
We're gonna put him up at the front.
Yes. Yeah, I heard cheesecloth, so I go for that. I love cheese, so it's like, cheesecloth. Okay.
You understood that idea and you went for it.
Yeah.
And you were seeing your watch.
And my watch and her finger. I saw her fingers.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Hakeem
really,
made all of
really
us look
cool,
cheesy.
And Martha.
Yes, I was feeling like so much light, like if I was in the middle of the ocean, very dark, with a sky line of stars. And sometimes I saw a light so brightly from this side that I can see the sky and the trees, but very blurry.
Blurry, very
Yes.
blurry.
And then another spot of light so big in this eye, so it was, but everything sparkly, nothing
And I-
together.
And I
nothing-
walked out
yeah,
with my
yeah.
fingers and
Yes.
she got them right away.
It's like you're putting the little sparkles together.
Yes, when she passed and told me and asked me how many fingers do I have, well, I was wondering, and then, well, I'm going to see it. I say, I'm going to see it, and I saw her finger like this.
It was one finger you
One
had?
finger.
Wow, very
Yeah.
good. Very good. Claudia, how about yourself?
I had my patches on, so I was trying to open, and I had one window, which was beautiful, and the other one, like the cheesecloth, you know, and I just let it be, and I just, again, just interacting with it, looking through it, you know, and it just gently opens more and more, but yeah, I would say definitely at the end I had two windows.
Well, I was seeing the light kind of all around, and then especially, be like turning my head and then my eyes all the way, and I would see just this one spot, but I couldn't get it the other way unless I turned my head that way, and then I moved my eyes all the way to the left, and then I saw it as well. I wasn't seeing colors until I saw the blue board that Wendy had behind me. She was doing it in front of me, and I remembered how I saw. Yeah, I asked it to go behind because I remember the previous experience where she put it behind me, and I thought, well, let's try that again. And so I did. It's very faint, but
But you were overwhelmed with the light, which is cool.
yeah, just paying attention to the light a lot. Yeah.
Danny,
Another window open
where is it that opened?
here and
Okay.
the other side.
Oh, wow. Let's
Yeah.
give Danny a hand here. And, yeah. Very good. So how many windows do you have now?
I have 2,
Mm-hmm.
3,
Mm-hmm.
4, and I'm working on this one.
So 5 windows. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Well done. And Neil, any interesting experiences out there in the sunlight?
Yeah, I couldn't get out of my left brain because I saw like light coming through, and then I kept hearing you guys saying, "Don't adjust the mass in my head." And I was thinking, maybe I should adjust it, you know. And then you came by and you left a dice in my hand, and as soon as I saw I saw 4, and so I went like this, but I think you had walked past me, so I'm like thinking, okay, let me just keep concentrating. Maybe it wasn't 4 because I couldn't see if you saw it or not. So then I'm thinking, I'm seeing a 5, and then I'm still sitting there. I'm thinking, no, it's a 4. I see a 4. I see the 4 dots, and then I think you came back around and you showed me the color. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm like, is this a 4 here?
Yeah, you did.
Right?
And you did get
And I was
it.
like, oh, it is a 4. Now let's go back to your colors. I think I got the color then as well. So it was interesting. But yeah, I saw like sparkles, but I think I shouldn't say it, but it felt like it was light bleeding through, and I just couldn't get out of my head.
Get over here.
Yeah.
One thing that I read somewhere, and I haven't tried it, and I tried it on Joseph the other day. When thoughts are coming through, just stop yourself and then go, I wonder what my next thought will be. That messes your brain right up.
Counting in your head.
Yeah.
Like 1 to 10 over and over, because that breaks the pattern too, right?
And usually I try to keep my eyes closed, right? If I see too much light, I just start with that way. And you know, like usually when I wake up in the morning, if I close my eyes and I can see my hands, like
Yes.
I can see my hands moving. I'll just,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
we're laying in bed. She doesn't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm sitting there like doing like this, but I can see my hands,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But I couldn't
It
do
will
it.
happen
I
to
couldn't do it there. I mean, I saw some of it, but I couldn't. It wasn't as bright as when I just have my eyes closed and I can see my fingers moving. I can. So it was different, right? With having my eyes open, so I got to figure out that piece out.
It's all training.
Yeah.
That's all.
And Wendy, you were spending a lot of time going around. Are there any things that you noticed that haven't already been said?
I just was so excited. When he said Swiss cheese, I said Swiss cheese to him, and I'm like, and he's talking about the little sparkles and stuff. I was like, wow. And when Martha was seeing stuff and Joseph, it was just really exciting. Yeah, really. And you were like, I can see my watch.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
I can see my watch.
My watch.
It was so cool.
Yeah, I heard that one. That was pretty neat.